And Judd is like this. Judd Apatow, who I was on the phone with today, and he said, I said, I'm on my way to do your podcast, and he said, please tell him hello.
Oh,
please tell him hello.
He's a sweetheart.
I really want to tell him I said, that if you could promote the bubble, that would be great. that was a terrible Judd, but it was fine.
It was fine.
It was fine.
Yes, I liked it, and I love Judd. He was a great guest, and he's very giving. But look,
he's literally one of my best friends. I'm saying that fully aware of how weird that is.
You created a show, Crashing. He directed it. He believed in you. You guys became friends.
You direct the pilot. You're the
co-creator.
Co-creator, yeah.
Perhaps.
And it was, and I say this to compliment him, it was his show. A lot of things, my life did not win. Like I couldn't trump and go like, but that's not what happened. Right. Judd would be like there's a great example of Judd's genius, really. I'm done kissing his ass. You'd know if I was kissing his ass. I mean it. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's a way where you're like, his genius, please call me back. You know, it's not that.
Right.
It's just a good example. I feel like I didn't need to step that out. There was a scene where I worked at this place called the Boston Comedy Club. I really did. And we rebuilt it for HBO Crashing. Why I say HBO. And it was an exact replica of this club that used to exist in New York. It was crazy.
Wow.
Sarah Silverman walked on and she started crying. We were doing that all the time. We rebuilt Rafifi. Eugene Merman and Bobby Tisdale walked on. Bobby started crying. Like it was just like, imagine if the place you grew up doing comedy was torn down and then we rebuilt it and then we shot scenes pretending it was still like, it was very emotional. But we did the scene where I grew up religious. So like when I started doing comedy, I was very clean. And I liked that. All my heroes were Seinfeld, Ray Romano, Ellen.
Gallagher.
I actually liked Gallagher.
I did too.
Okay.
Gallagher's mad as hell. Gallagher's mad. I'm sorry, that was from a special.
Buddy, if I knew it, we'd be doing a 2-part round right now.
Yeah.
3, that's up to Rye.
Yep.
But I had scripted it a little bit in my favor, meaning the episode was my parents are in town and they unannounced decide to show up at the Boston Comedy Club to watch me. This never happened. But had it happened, I would have been the only clean one. The Boston was a den of thieves. It was pirates. It was crazy.
Right.
And I was like Jack McBrayer, just like
love
the
him.
Sweet. My parents come, everyone's doing like, the whole point was people are doing like jizz jokes and stuff like that. That's
real dirty, and you're the only clean guy
at the Boston. And then I go up, and I wanted it to end on this happy note that my mom is like, "Oh, Petey, sweetie, that was tremendous. Everyone else was filth, but you're my golden child." Why she Mrs. Doubtfire, I don't know. But my mom sort of talks like that.
She's Lithuanian.
She's Lithuanian, but she talks a little bit like that, and like Boston too. But anyway, and then Judd was like, he really taught me something, and this is really. You ever give somebody something your therapist told you and you're like, this cost me $10,000. I'm telling you what to do. This is like $10,000 worth of show business advice.
Right.
Because he was like, and he's so right. Entertainment's all about surprise. Everyone thinks your parents are going to like you and not like the dirty people. He was like, your mom should be like, at least they had something to say. Like you were up there talking about road signs.
Oh my God.
And it's this satisfying moment.
Right.
And it's such a simple principle, but that's really $10,000 worth of Apatow right there.